Right, am I recording? I think I am. Right, problem here is, there is, yeah, I'll go down there. Right, that's me. Well, welcome back to Lost and Livy in Edinburgh. I'm in Edinburgh this evening to take part in the filming of a music video related to cycling, of course. So I thought I might bring you along with me. I'm not sure what I'm going to record of the actual recording of the music video itself. I suspect anything I do there needs to wait until the music video comes out. If you look back in my videos on YouTube, I've posted a couple of videos about Edinburgh and cycling in Edinburgh, and in particular joining in on critical mass rides. And indeed, I think probably the first critical mass ride that I recorded or I put up a video of was actually on the morning before that ride. One of the guys who takes part in the rides, Dan Abrams, who is a musician, was recording a video, sort of semi-amateurishly, for a song that he had written called Our Streets. And that song has featured in other videos of mine from critical mass rides. And Dan has since written a new song. He's called it Amsterdam. And he's raised some cash to get a professional video recorded of it. So he has invited cyclists, Edinburgh cyclists, to come into town this evening for the recording of the video. And that's what I'm coming into Edinburgh to do. So I actually got an earlier train than I'd expected to get. Just press the button here. So instead of going all the way into town, I get off the train at Edinburgh Park, and I'm coming in from Edinburgh Park along the cycleway through Saughton, Murrayfield, into Roseburn. And everybody's meeting up in the car park of a supermarket, Lidl's supermarket on Dalry Road. And I believe the video is going to be recorded on the Roseburn to Canal cycle path, which was opened fairly recently. That too has featured on my video, on one of my videos. So, must have nudged my mirror there. So that's my plan for today. For this evening, to go in and join in on the shenanigans. Go in for a couple of hours and then I'll head home. So let's see how we get on. If I can record something, I will. It might be a video of me getting into Edinburgh and possibly a video later on coming back. That'll be an opportunity to test out the night mode of the Osmo 360. Oh, that was quick. This guy gonna stop? So this is a nice wee path. Just runs along the side of the tram tracks really, for most of the way, or at least most of the way until we get to about Murrayfield, I think. Some folk might ask, what's Lost and Livy doing, making videos in Edinburgh and taking part in cycling activity in Edinburgh? Well, the thing is, I was born in Edinburgh, I was brought up in Edinburgh. It's where I learnt to cycle. My dad had a shop in the Shandon area, and from the age of, believe it or not, from the age of around 10 or so, I used my bike cycling around to run errands for him. And by the age of about 11 or 12, it wasn't just local area rides I was doing. I was going further afield for him. He had a wholesaler in Leith. He had a wholesaler in Leith, and every now and again he would have an urgent requirement to get something from that wholesaler, and I would be dispatched right across town, through the centre of town, all the way down to the foot of Leith Lock to collect that item and take it back. I cannot for the life of me imagine anybody, any parent nowadays, not one with any sense, allowing a child of 11 or 12 years old to cycle across Edinburgh. And I believe that the infrastructure should allow an 11 or 12-year-old cyclist to ride across Edinburgh. And that's why I take part in these rides. This is my protest. So make sure there's no tram coming the other way. So there you have it. That's my reason for taking part in these. It's all part of the protest against car brain, motor normativity. And in support of proper segregated cycling infrastructure in cities generally, not just in Edinburgh. It's not a bad afternoon. If the weather forecasters were to be believed, it was raining this afternoon. In fact, it's actually turning out even. It's not even just cloudy, it's quite bright, which is nice. So I'm on the trek. I'm able to get. I'm travelling. I came in by train, and I'll be going home most of the way by train. I think I might change my mind on that. We'll see what it's like. I'd normally bring the Brompton. But the trek gives me better mounting points. In fact, I haven't yet found a usable mounting point on the Brompton for the Osmo 360. Now, this is where we go through the back roads of Saughton. Press the button. Oh no, it's changing pretty quickly, that's good. These are very responsive. I do like it when toucan crossings are responsive to those wishing to cross the road, be they cyclists or pedestrians. Being a little bit more nimble if you're held up at one of these lights. There's always the minding the bumps here in the road. There's always the opportunity to dodge the traffic before the lights change. So if you know that the lights will change quickly in response to pressing the button, you're more likely to wait and obey the lights. And these lights are pretty smart. They'll recognise when somebody has crossed and change back, so the traffic is held up for the minimum amount of time. Aye. There we are, that's us on the path. We've got the Water of Leith over to the left, and we're coming round by Murrayfield, the National Rugby Stadium. then we come down here, and on the right now we've got Murrayfield Ice Rink. Walk up ahead. There are the kids around. Yeah, thought you would. Aye, it was walking right across the path onto the grass. Hey, we're into Roseburn. Looked down at my Garmin to check the time and realised that I'd switched it on just before I got off the train. I forgot to start the bloody thing. So it's telling me it's just 4 o'clock. Some whole hour early. That's what happens when you get onto a train. Car shouldn't be parked on a zebra crossing. Oof, I've got this jacket on. As much because I kind of expect it to get colder later on, once it'll be dark by the time I'm going home. But it's incredibly warm today. And having the jacket on doesn't help. And now we're underneath the railway tracks. Maybe there's just too many cyclists in Edinburgh and folk don't always give a wave or a smile. Folk don't expect you to ring your bell either. Whereas out in Livingston, I always ring my bell. you give a wave and get a wave from virtually everybody you pass on a bike. And this is the Roseburn to Canal section of the path. Passing over the Edinburgh South line, railway line. Now we're running alongside the West Approach Road, which was once a railway line. Now we're crossing Dalry Road, and once we're round past these this play park football area, I'm going to go down to Liddell's. And this is bringing us down onto Dalry Road. I'm just going to go around to the right here. I think actually that takes me into the car park. Not to worry, I'm going to go along here anyway. Just a little further. I'm ridiculously early. Oh, there's a Dutch style bike. I know Dan was looking for a Dutch style bike. Well, I am absolutely toasty. This is an area I know pretty well from as a child. Right, let's take a wee break there, and I can restart once I know where we are and what's going on. I thought while I was waiting I would maybe just come and just check out around the local area. There might actually be a few folk up there. In fact, that is Dan over there. Right. Hiya.
Hiya. Hey, are you here for the filming?
I am indeed.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, really? Wow. Thanks so much, Steve. Thank you. Why can't we just be
We've got to be out of the shot when we turn around. Is that it done?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Taking a break, and then we're gonna go for the last instrument, double bass by Dan. Thank you.
when I ride, I'm free. Why can't we just do it like Amsterdam?
Maybe what we can do is start on the top of the bridge again, maybe?
Yeah, right at there.
Or, yeah. Okay, so if we start on the top of the bridge and we spread out onto the bridge, and annoy some other cyclists now. So, and then we can just line up as a group, and then just he'll do a wide shot of all of you. And you can sing along, or not, if you don't want to.
You say we've got the wrong terrain. Are you crying at that train? But they are around the lanes, and I know we
Feel free to sing!
You'll get a grab.
Yeah, okay, cycle past now, the camera.
Yeah, just a little close-up shot, right?
Okay, let's go.
That's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Dan. I look forward to hearing it. Cheers. Right, I've got to get home. Got to go and find myself a train. Cheers. It's getting a wee bit chilly now. Looking at the time, 6:15. I might just go along to Haymarket station to get on a train there. And the sun's come out. That was me thinking it would be dark by the time I got home. Might be. And so coming into the market station. Ah well, did I not forget to record an outro for this video? Well, if you've watched this to the end, congratulations and thanks for riding along with me. I'm going to put a link in the description down below to Dan's YouTube channel for anyone interested in listening to any more of his music. It's great stuff. So thanks for riding along with me. Ride with me again, Lost in Livy. At this point, I have absolutely no idea if I should be cycling here or not. Right, I'm gonna call it a day here.